What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to Comic Breakdown. In this video, we are jumping into Night Terror's Punchline, issue number 1, a story written by Danny Lore. The artist is Lucas Myers, and like I said in the other videos, I am currently out of town right now. This is an older comic. This did not release this week. If you are looking for the new DC Comics that releases on Tuesday the 25th, we will be covering them on Thursday. I will be back in time on Wednesday so that we can cover the Hellfire Gala of 2023 from Marvel Comics. But we are going to be getting into Punchline. With insomnia putting the world to sleep, our heroes and villains alike face their biggest nightmares, their greatest fears. They are all coming to life. And now we get to see exactly what that looks like for Punchline. So make sure you guys have subscribed to the channel, make sure that you like this video, and with that being said, let's dive into this breakdown. Alright gang, so as we dive into this issue, we are picking up with Punchline and the Royal Flush Gang. Right now, they are currently robbing a place and everybody is knocked out cold. Now, she had come here trying to knock them all out herself, but when she showed up and everybody's already asleep, she figures that whatever is going on, her and her gang, they must be immune to it because of her experimentations with these gases and such. So it makes robbing this place that much easier. They came here to get some information. They believe that the bats have abandoned the clock tower, and so the clock tower is the big heist for tonight. Punchline wants to get in there and she wants to utilize the entire system, having access to the entire Bats network, and the evidence to show that they are just mindless authoritarians. That is the overall goal. That is the plan for tonight's heist. But while they make this plan up, this is where we have the arrival of Batgirl. Finally excited to see some action for the night, we see Punchline waste no time and she goes in on Batgirl. The two of them waste no time in exchanging blows. But as the two of them fight, Punchline, she recognizes some kind of smirk on Batgirl's face, reminding her of the Joker's gas, but thinking that if she had been gassed, she would have gone down by now. As the two of them continue to fight, we see Punchline give her a heavy kick, and this kick knocks her right through a window. We see Batgirl get impaled, exterminated. As quickly as this fight begins is as quickly as this fight ends. And she didn't just beat Batgirl, she killed her. Thinking that she finally did it. She finally killed Batgirl. That right now, she is living the dream. As she goes outside and sees Batgirl's motorcycle, Punchline hops on it, laughing as she takes off. Now, she still doesn't understand what is happening to Gotham City. Maybe some kind of freak chemistry or magic. Regardless, everybody is asleep. And that means that she has free reign of this city. And with Batgirl out of the picture, she is headed directly for the clock tower. Now, she doesn't believe herself to be asleep. But as she drives down the road, in the reflections of everything, what we see is insomnia. As she arrives at the clock tower, she thinks about how people always talk about the clock tower as if it was destroyed. But in her eyes, in front of her, it seems to be large and untouched. It doesn't take her long to figure out how to get inside. As she gets in, she finds that this place is completely empty. There are no people whatsoever, while the bat equipment, monitors, and everything else, that is all still here. Grappling hooks, gliders, gadgets, everything in between. She heads over to the monitors, now having the whole world in front of her. As she messes with the system, this is when an alarm pops up. There is an intruder in the clock tower, and it is not Punchline. This is where we have the arrival of an undead Batgirl. Punchline believing that this isn't possible. She saw her dead, but in this situation, it doesn't matter. Believing that this must be connected to the sleeping city, that there's no other explanation. But as the two begin to fight, we see Batgirl punch through one of the screens. In doing so, she begins to absorb all of the wires, all of the electronics. It begins to synchronize with her body, going from undead to the undead cyborg Batgirl. And Punchline thinking to herself that this can't be real, that she can't be real. But she can feel the sparks, the wind on her face, all of this, it all feels so very real. And so how can this be happening? How can this be possible? Being confused by this situation, we see her grab the cape of Batgirl. She throws it on and she jumps out the window, running completely out of options, not knowing what else to do. She uses the glider and it begins to slow her descent. Thinking that she was able to make it away from the monstrous Batgirl, we see a giant mechanical arm come out of the window. It grabs hold of Punchline and it brings her back inside. She can see it all. The impossible anger from above her. All of this seemingly impossible. But she has no doubt that all of this is very, very real. And that will be the end of this issue. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Another fun issue from Night Terrors. What I like about the Punchline story is that she doesn't know that this is a nightmare. She doesn't know that she is in a dream state. Now, we've seen the other heroes like Wonder Woman, like Superman, like Batman. They all figured this out relatively quickly. But Punchline, she truly believed that she was the one awake. While the city slept, she thought that she had been spared because of everything she does with gases and so on and so forth. And so her nightmare, she believes it to be a reality. We watch as she struggles to try and make sense of all of this. An undead Batgirl turning into a monstrous little machine. She struggles to try and make sense of this. And like the other heroes and villains, she doesn't immediately come to a realization that this is all just fake, that she is in some kind of dream state or nightmare. The way that she sees it, all of this is completely real. While she thought that she had the run of the city, that she killed Batgirl, that she got into the clock tower. What is it going to take for Punchline to finally see that this is not real life? To finally see that somebody is playing tricks on her? Let me know what you guys think. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your theories. If you would like to get completely caught up on everything that is going on with Night Terrors, be sure to check out the link in my description as well as the top of this video. It will get you completely caught up on everything that has been going on with this series. If you would like to support the channel, you can always do so by joining the channel membership. Much like Patreon, having multiple different tiers, from $1 to $50, from loyalty badges to comics every single month. Not only are you helping out the channel tremendously, but you are getting tons of perks in the process. If you are unable to do that, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, like this video, hit that notification bell, and with that being said, until the next breakdown.